it's taken almost 30 years to be able to openly talk about the absolute damages that SSRIs and antidepressants can cause on people, especially when they're overprescribed and wrongly prescribed, especially in the case of women who are late diagnosed autistic and instead just treated as if we're just like, hysterical and insane, and given all of these medications that cause all of these horrible side effects. And then whenever you want to talk about the side effects, the doctors shout you down or tell you that there's no studies and you have no proof that this is happening. You're just hysterical. And if you keep it up, they're just going to give you more medicine, or it's within their purview that they can have you put into a psychiatric hold. I've been threatened with that so many times. I've been gaslit so many times. I've been given prescription upon prescription for all the side effects, and then also told that I'm just imagining things. And I've been yelled at by doctors when I've tried to address concerns. And it wasn't until I had like very severe, noticeable like tardive dyskinesia, my muscles clenching, ataxia, not like literally not being able to speak, just other things, and then somewhat taken seriously, but then also just being gaslit. I've had, back in the early days, I've been taken off of Facebook, or like in trouble on Facebook for medical misinformation. Even on chat groups, like AOL chat groups, always getting just dogpiled on whenever you're just trying to talk about your experiences and what you've been through. And so now it's almost like, in my case, like almost 30 years. And then Lila Rose just has some doctor on, and they're just, talking about it like it's just, any old conversation. Whenever it used to be, you were literally humiliated, you were literally ganged on. Like, if you brought it up, I've had doctors like slam and stand up and get in my face and yell at me. And it's just it takes a long time for the truth to come out and for people to hear you. And while it's nice to be validated, it takes a long time, and I don't know if there will ever be any justice. I do have long-term damages due to these medications and them being wrongly prescribed. And it wasn't until I had a cognitive behavioral therapist, and he did do his best to help me, but his wife was a psychiatrist and she liked to prescribe me lots of stuff too. But he was the first one to even realize, like, oh, wait a minute, you've got a lot of the signs of autism. And I was just too unaware and not understand. I had only known just really severe cases with like teenage boys, and I was just like, I am nothing like that, how dare you. But the point is, it's taken a long time. There was no recourse. I have permanent damage. Like I said, it's been almost 30 years, and the amount of just hatred and the way people would just like shut me down and tell me I was imagining things, or that I was lying, and then they would threaten me. And then now for it to be talked about, and I'm just concerned the same thing's going to happen with all of this AI and the data centers, and just how damaging and dangerous this stuff already is. And I'm grateful for the people that will speak out and will sound the alarm, and I am trying to speak out and sound the alarm, but I don't want it to be 30 years too late for that too, where the damage is already done and nothing can be done. And all that is just that little bit of gratitude that finally someone sees, but you can see something way too late, and I don't want it to be too late. It's kind of a big deal. It affects the whole entire world. And it's already currently being used for just some really evil, nefarious stuff. And everybody's kind of already addicted to it and using it and making justifications for it. And it's pretty scary stuff. I just wanted to share that. I'm not going to be quiet for the same reason. I didn't want to be quiet about the damages that's done by doctors with no legal recourse against them, and that can threaten you and terrorize you when you bring up the harm that they did to you with incorrectly prescribing medication and overprescribing certain medications. And I think AI is far worse than all of those combined, and that's saying a lot. Just something to think about, guys.